For the next 2 days, we've got the moon in Taurus. What is this all about? We're talking our self-worth, self-love, our value system, our materialistic world, including money, how we think and process and navigate our life in the material world. But my favorite part, nature. Quote, "A human being is part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experienced himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion in his consequences. This delusion is kind of a prison for us, restricting us from our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. And the whole of nature in its beauty." Albert Einstein. You can experience yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, something that is separate from the rest. Get out of the optical delusion by witnessing nature. Witnessing nature. The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. John Muir. Nature is the pleasure in the pathless woods. There is a rapture on the lonely shore. There is society. There is interludes by the deep sea, music in its roar. I love not men the less, but nature more. Lord Byron. In the next 2 days, we can sit in contemplation, worry, planning, looking at our previous mistakes, mourning our losses, feel raptured by the imprisonment of our own desire and yet loss, and then abandon our value systems, minimalizing what is thought to be important. Minimalizing what is thought to be important. What do you think is important in the material world? Is it your car, your house, your clothes, the type of food you can buy, your furniture, your wage, your income, what the Joneses have next door? No. Minimalize that. How do we minimalize it? We enter into nature. Whether you watch this on TV, go on to YouTube through videos, or better yet, walk right into nature and explore it yourself. I am not going to pretend that every single person listening here has the ability to just walk into nature at this time. But you can invite it into your mind, into your thought, through your meditation, through visualization. In the next 2 days, this is an optimum time with all of the other planets in Pisces, is to heal through nature. To heal through the witnessing the miracle of a flower. One of my favorite comedians, I'm dating myself, is George Carlin. He said, "I like it when a flower or a little tuft of grass grows through a crack in concrete. It's so fucking heroic. Like a hero. It is." I remember walking on a pathway that I walked on often where I used to live. And the pathway was concrete, made of concrete. And it was kind of unpleasant to look at, really. It was disturbed by grass, by weeds. Little tufts of weeds everywhere was growing through the concrete, but not without a little volcanic disruption. A little volcanic, they were like little volcanoes, like little bumps all over the concrete. And then an explosion at the top of the growth that was forcing itself through this concrete, this flimsy, I could pick it with my baby finger, fought its way. And you could see the fight because there was this 2-inch hump that it created, lump of cement that it created to wean itself through. This is us. We are the weeds. We are the flimsy, weak, deep, strong-rooted weeds that are actually heroes as we force ourselves through the concrete of life. Think about it. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Those who contemplate the beauty of earth find reserve of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. There is something infinitely healing in the repeated refrains of nature, the assurance that dawn comes after night and spring after winter. Rachel Carlson. If I were a tree, I would have no reason to love human. Maggie Stiefvater, The Raven Boys. Think about that. There is a wonderful movie, somewhat of a documentary. I believe you can get it on Netflix. And it's with a very amazing actress that I love. And I believe that is The Secret Life of Trees. Amazing nature documentary. So you can find the trailer of that on YouTube. Okay, now that's may or may not be with the actress that I'm thinking of. However, trees are magical. It's absolutely amazing. Their root system, they conjoin when they're in a forest or amongst other trees. They conjoin with each other, the root system. They communicate with each other through the root system. Nature is miraculous. And it reminds me every day of the miracles of life, that source, power, divine, creative, loving energy exists, whatever that might be, and that we are subsidiary to that. We should bow down to nature. Nature should not sacrifice itself for us, and yet it does every day. And continues to show us her astonishing, miraculous, intelligent, loving, beautiful, resilient truth. This is the energy of the moon in Taurus. Embrace it. Namaste.